Ayana was 6 years old in the spring of her kindergarten year. She started having some problems with her legs, like Charlie horses in her legs. We took her to doctors, and everyone said that she was having growing pains.
Gia's 6.5 years old now. In the middle of October, Gia started to have pain in her lower leg, moved to her shoulder, her back, and everyone kept telling me, it's viral and muscular, don't worry about it, she's gonna be okay, she's fine. You know, I knew in my heart there was something not right.
She was diagnosed on April 6th with stage 4 neuroblastoma.
After a week and a half of tests, the news that no parent wants to hear is your daughter has stage 4 high-risk neuroblastoma.
She was covered from head to toe. Every bone and the bone marrow was 100% covered with neuroblastoma.
It's almost like night and day because you remember what happened up until that point, and then everything after that was just, you know, life-altering.
Heart sinking, world collapsing around you. Definitely very traumatic for both of us and our whole family.
I felt that there had to be answers. There must be other people going through this. There has to be survivors. So as a mom, I get on the internet and I'm looking for survivors. I discovered that there was this group called the Band of Parents. They were using all their resources to find a cure for neuroblastoma. Now that makes me cry because I knew that there was hope.
My son, Nick Franco, was diagnosed in 2005, right before he was going to be a sophomore in high school. When Nick was diagnosed, it was very bleak.
At that time, children were coming to us getting chemotherapy. They'll get the surgery and they get some radiation. But then if we don't do anything after that, the tumors almost always come back.
I was a part of a group that said, what can we do? What can we do? This is not okay.
I felt actually very angry for a while because we're not curing them. It's a moment of realization that something got to be done. So we develop antibodies that are mouse-derived.
I helped organize a meeting at the Ronald McDonald House, and when we asked Dr. Chung what we could do to help him move his research forward, he told us as a group of parents, if we could humanize instead of using mouse for the antibodies, the acceptance rate in a lot more patients would be hopeful.
I said, we need support. We need someone to come up with some seed money to get this drug up and running so that we can get it to the clinic.
He told us that it would take $3 to $5 million to humanize the antibody. And we were like, that's all? To humanize it, that's what you need? We can do that. And that was really the birth of Band of Parents. Some of the dads in that room decided they were going to ride their bikes all the way across the country and raise money. We baked 100,000 cookies that year. We hosted a 50s rock and roll marathon. People started donating just because they were so passionate. In 2011, we opened up the first humanized antibody trial at Sloan Kettering.
This would never have happened without a Band of Parents.
Yana was able to have the humanized 3FA treatments 1 week, and then she would be home for 5 to 6 weeks. She could go to school during this time. That's how less toxic this treatment was.
The humanized antibody was such a game changer. Shortly after that, the vaccine went through phase 1, phase 2. It's now a part of relapse protocol most times.
Here we go. Gia's done 6 rounds of chemotherapy. She's had surgery. It's invaluable information to just know that my daughter now doesn't stop at just chemotherapy. To know that there's now other therapies out there. Hopefully it will be the humanized immune therapy, and then after that, the plan is to do the upfront vaccine. We just don't know how to even put into words how appreciative we are that these parents 10 years ago came together. For a parent to know that there's all these hopeful therapies out there, it keeps you going strong.
For my 7th birthday, we'll have a surprise party and a pottery party.
It's truly amazing to us, and it is that sense of relief that there is a better future.
Ayana was declared NED, which is no evidence of disease, August 1st, 2016. I was home when I got the news, and I was sitting in my dining room, and I screamed. And I just wanted to run out the door and and yell to everybody how good God has been to our family, that he actually gave our daughter a chance.
Mom, I found it! Yeah! My mom and dad kept telling me that I'm gonna fight my cancer and it's gonna go away someday. And we were waiting for that day and it finally came.
The work of the Band of Parents is actually more important now than ever. We've accomplished several great things, but that child who's diagnosed tomorrow may need the next great thing. We are constantly looking for those projects that are just ideas in researchers' heads, and we are saying with the same gusto we had in 2007, let's roll up our sleeves, we can do this, because that child that's diagnosed next, they need an arsenal, and Band of Parents is there to provide that.
If it wasn't for Band of Parents and these clinical trials that they're funding, no, our child would not be here today.